For the first time since November, Lake Catholic finds its way into the winner's circle, getting goals from Aaron Valentine, Logan Walsh, and Brent Piazza to record a 3-1 win over arch-rival Menor on Wednesday night in the team's annual Cougar Holiday Extravaganza Showdown over at Menor Civic Arena. The prevailing thought for me coming out of this game was happiness in the sense of finally seen a competitive game between Lake Catholic and Menor for the first time in years. Let's be honest about it. The last 7, 8, 9 years, there were times where just because of where Lake Catholic was as a program and where Menor was as a program, we were really concerned about what was going to happen. Was it going to be a mercy rule? How rough was it going to be? That was not the occasion on this night. And yes, is it programs in two kind of different places than where they have been in years past? Yeah, of course. But I think for the sake of both programs, it's good for this rivalry to have competitive games again, like those good old days at the Trinity Christmas Tournament that a lot of us old-timers remember from years gone by. Seeing those good competitive games, those low-scoring dogfights, I think that's great for both teams. You saw a young, banged-up Lake team being able to find its way through and get a W after an 11-game losing streak. You saw a much improved Menor team hanging around through 2 periods at 2-0, getting a good defensive zone effort there led by Mitch Polton and goaltender Jacob Tackett to stay within striking distance, and then coming out with a lot of energy in the third period, getting a goal there on the power play early from Matt Dietering and making it interesting right there to the very end. Obviously, it's tough to give up a 5-on-3 shorty for the final margin there, but Menor should be very pleased with the effort that it put in tonight. I'm pleased to see that, and I think it's good for the rivalry. Is Lake Catholic Menor back? No, I mean, Lake is still 21-1 in their last 22 tries in the last 16 years against Menor, but at the same time, to see close games again, I think is very encouraging for both sides. As far as the way this game played out, first 2 periods, Lake was getting some consistency with getting pucks to the net. It was good to see their passing from time to time was promising, and they were able to get a 2-0 lead out of it. Aaron Valentine with a nice first period goal there. He's improved as a hockey player the last couple of years. It's nice to see the young man find the back of the net there. And then the second period in a game up until the very end that didn't really see a lot of power play time, to be honest, as both teams didn't seem to be particularly physical to the point of penalties needing to be called. Lake goes on the power play. Logan Walsh puts away a nice opportunity there to make it a 2-0 game. It was interesting because it seemed like at times the forecheck was just totally lacking from both teams in this game, and it seemed like teams didn't want to get physical to the point where it got out of hand. So you saw a pretty good, clean, crisp hockey game through a little more than 2 periods as a result of that. And is that better than the game being stopped every 5 seconds for 5-minute majors and head contact and roughing and all that kind of stuff? Of course it is, and I think that that bode well there for a nice, wild and entertaining third period that we got from Lake Catholic and Menor. And then the goal that does it there for Lake late, a 5-on-3 shorty, the rarest of rare on special teams. Brent Piazza does a great job on the deke there in traffic to get to the left bar, go to the backhand for the 3-1 lead. A little bit reminiscent there with the puck handling of his older brother Alex there. Just a tremendous job on his part to get his team a vital goal there and a necessary cushion that they needed. But again, prevailing thought for me is the happiness of seeing Menor and Lake locked in a competitive game in the third period. That's good for area high school hockey. That's good for both of these programs, and that's the biggest thing that comes out of this game right before Christmas, a 3-1 win by Lake Catholic over Menor on Wednesday night.